What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be looking at Onic versus Aurora. Alright, so this is the game where we all know Aurora's win streak is now broken by Onic, right? So that's exactly why I'm doing this analysis for this match. This is game number 3, by the way. So we're gonna see if Onic really did find like a weakness spot, or did Aurora just mess up something with the draft. Alright, so first things first, they banned a Mathilda, which is pretty common, right? Renegade also plays Mathilda. Actually, he could play both Playmaker and Utility. Whereas Aurora, they banned a Fanny for King Kong. These guys banned a Phobius so that they could like prio pick like a Suyu or even a Nolan, like assassins, right? Because that's what King Kong is all about. These guys banned the Low Yi for Super Prince, respect ban, I guess. And then these guys could ban Kalia. Probably Kalia is kind of good right now in the meta, but I don't know if the MPL teams have figured it out. She's flexible at like the roam and the XP, so yeah, you guys should give her a try. But she's not that good in solo queue since she cannot really carry. You need like a good partner with her, so she's more like a team play type of hero. So, but if you're playing like Kalia 5-man, then I think it's really good. So now these guys could ban like Harris, maybe. Harris could be a really good ban, I think. So that like they could prio. These guys either first pick Granger or they get the Granger. If they don't first pick Granger, they take the Suyu, right? And then these guys get the Harris. Hopefully, you know, Harris. Yeah, in my opinion, Harris is better than Granger like overall. But the thing about this is they take the Suyu, so now they could go Suyu Granger. The problem here is if these guys take Harris, they cannot take Joy, since that's gonna be too magic damage, right? Too much magic damage. They're not gonna have any physical damage. So the only assassin left that could do physical damage, that could go well with Harris, is Nolan, right? And I don't know if they play Nolan, and I'm pretty sure Demon Kite plays Nolan. Right, so this guy, it picked the Granger. I think this is where Aurora kind of messed up. The Sicilian pick, in my opinion. This is way too early. I'm not saying it's a bad pick. It's just way too early, like, for them to read. And I think the Harris would have been better for Aurora. And why is that? If they're gonna take Sicilian, why not take Harris? Alright? Because if you take the Harris, it denies pick the Harris from Onic, first of all. Kelris Harris, right? Second, Harris could dive the Sicilian, by the way, because Harris has very, very good mobility on team fights, right? And plus, now you're gonna look for CC to stop this Harris. Okay? These guys went Hilda. So now they could either go Badang or Nolan. Right? These guys could go Badang or Nolan. Now, this is where they messed up as well. Right? For Aurora, in my opinion. Yes, Lucas is definitely a viable pick in the jungle. It's a flex pick at this point, right? It could either go XP or jungle. These guys are gonna ban Valentina and CC, most likely, so that Lucas doesn't get countered. But they cannot go CC because they already have a Hilda, so most likely they're just gonna ban Valentina. Alright? Valentina +1. Okay? So what's gonna happen here is, the bad part about this is Harris is very good against Lucas as well, so they're kind of like counter picking themselves right now. They're getting outdrafted right now, in my opinion. Granger is a okay pick, right? It's not a bad pick, it's an okay pick. But this is way too early. Way too early. They should have done like a flex pick. Granger plus a flex pick. Badang, Chu, something like that. Badang, Chu, those two are really, really good flex. Like, they can go XP, they can go roam, right? These ones, for this one, it could be Nolan. I would rather have Nolan, to be honest, even if there's a Hilda. I don't even care if there's a Hilda. Like, with the way Suyu farms like so fast, they could either ban Valentina and Jawhead, I think. Valentina or Jawhead, unless they take the Jawhead, because these guys are gonna be really, really fast if they get the Jawhead. So most likely these guys are gonna ban the Jawhead. Yeah, there it is. So what's gonna happen here is Lucas does not farm as fast as Suyu, but the good part is Hilda cannot disrupt the Lucas as good, right? So that's a good part about the Lucas pick. But Nolan could keep up. Nolan could keep up with Suyu's farm. I would rather have the jungler keep up with Suyu's farm. Yeah, I'd rather have the jungler keep up with Suyu's farm rather than a slower jungler that goes for like a team fight every single time. And knowing Lucas, like, he is so ulti dependent that if you're a jungler, if you mess up your ulti, especially if they poke you, since if you're a jungler Lucas, usually you're kind of squishy, right? You're a damage Lucas. So if they poke you down and force you to ulti, kind of like the way Akai works, right? If they force Akai to ulti, no Hurricane Dance, Same shit with Lucas. If they force you to ulti, you're kind of screwed. Then they disengage and then just run away and then go back for another team fight. Because Suyu does not even have a long cooldown on his anything, on any of his skills. Like, barely any cooldown, right? Does not have a long ulti. Same with Harith, right? The only long ulti that I see right here is the Tigreal, which most likely might build fleeting time. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. Right? He might build fleeting time. They have the Tigreal. This could be a better pick in my opinion. I think Chu would have been better here. Especially against Sicilian. So that he has a hard time positioning himself. And so that Granger could be forced to purify. Farsa is a good pick here though. Yeah, Farsa is a really good pick here. Decent pick. It could be something else. No, never mind. Yeah, Farsa is decent. The hard part here about Farsa is you have Gatot ulting if ever you do a feather airstrike, or you have Lucas diving you, right? But the thing about Farsa, if you see Lucas diving you can just fly away, and the cooldown of Farsa's bird right now is kind of low, right? And then these guys picked who the hell is this? What is that? Oh, that's an Edith. Okay, it's a skin. They pick Edith as well. So it's a Gatot Roamer, Edith XP against a Hilda XP. Right? Did they ban CC? Let me check. They did not ban CC. They could honestly go CC here as well because they don't have any split pusher. If you look at their team composition, right? Lucas cannot split push, Granger cannot split push, Sicilian cannot split push. So having one split push on the side lane, they could macro these guys because these guys don't have a split push. So that's the only advantage that they could have gotten. Actually, these guys not banning CC at all. Edward could have played CC here. Would have been so good, right? And they would be having a better time in the Lord Dance because 4 of these guys are already team fight heavy. Gatot, Lucas, Granger, and Sicilian, and you need one split pusher. Would have been perfect. And plus CC wins against Hilda in laning. As soon as you get War Axe, CC wins in terms of matchup, right? So yeah, moving on. I think it's mostly in draft. Like this does not make sense. Like the synergy does not make sense. You're going for a whole team fight. You're going for an all-in team fight, right? And then you're gonna get outpoked by Farsa and Harith. And Suyu. They have 3 pokes, by the way. These guys have 3 pokes, while these guys have 2. They have Sicilian and Granger. Alright, so let's see. I mean, it still definitely is a winnable draft, but it could be like a lot better with the options that they had, with all the available heroes that they had. I don't know why they keep forcing Demon Kite into Lucas. Maybe because they're I mean, I don't want to make excuses for them, right? Is it because their playoff secured that they could play whatever the heck they want, or they're trying things out? But it's like for me, like you're still trying to secure upper bracket, so I think all these games still like matter until you secure upper bracket. So it's not really an excuse for, oh, we're trying Lucas out because we're undefeated right now, and yeah. So, but in my opinion, the reason why Aurora lost this is mainly because of the draft. Not even gonna lie, it's a hard draft for them. I'll be honest with you, right? Sicilian is scaling. He's not gonna be able to rotate as much, and Farsa is gonna be like rotating so fast because he has the bird compared to Sicilian. Farsa clears faster. Farsa has more mobility. Farsa has further range than Sicilian. But Sicilian has a better late game, but let's see if they can get to late game. That's the problem, right? That's the problem with this hero. It's just so scaling. So for Harith should win the matchup here. Especially pre-level 4. And even after level 4, Harith should win this matchup unless he gets ganked. Suyu, in terms of Suyu, the jungle matchup, Lucas probably wins 1v1. But again, this is not a 1v1 game. Like, Lucas is good against Suyu. I'm not gonna lie. But it's not a 1v1 game. We have to think about, like, the whole team fight overall, right? Who stops Harith here? Imagine, who stops Harith? Gatot is gonna stop Harith? Hell no, he has Purify. He was forced to Purify right now. But he's not gonna be there for the first turtle, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, who is gonna stop? This guy? Edith is gonna stop Harith. It's so hard to catch Harith with Edith, especially if Harith has Purify on a team fight. So it's like right here, Hilda's also what Hilda's gonna do is he's gonna fast clear and he's just gonna join team fights, and then Edith is gonna be stuck in lane. See, you see how it's going right now. Hilda's gonna look for Lucas. He's gonna try to poke for something. He's looking for something. He's looking for Sicilian or Lucas. Okay. Okay, these guys rush the turtle. Okay, good thing King Kong actually got that. You see the bad part about Lucas? he's gonna be forced to ulti in, and if you mess up your ulti, you're kind of screwed. Renegade's not 4. I don't even know why they keep fighting this. They already lost their Lucas. They're already at disadvantage, and they still keep fighting. They still keep chasing. They still kept chasing even after Lucas already died. Like, after Lucas died, it should be like, that's your main DPS in the early game. Edith already ulted earlier. Lucas died right away. Sicilian barely has any damage early. Right? It's a scaling hero. Yes, you could do a decent amount of damage, but you could probably throw like 4 or 5 first kills in a row, and then after that, you're kind of done, right? So, yeah, that's the problem with that. Right now, Onic is like controlling the tempo with the way it's looking. Tigreal has ulti now. Let's see. He's setting up for this Granger. Granger does not have flicker right here, so they know they're setting up for this. Okay, let's see if they're gonna get baited into it because Lucas is here at bot lane. Whoop. Granger ended up getting it. Alright, so Harris is gonna give vision here at the long bush. Does he know there's gonna be people here? He does not know, okay, but Granger sees him. Tigreal knows this. Turtle's about to be up in 40. Let's see what they do. Let's see how they set up. This is what's gonna happen. Edward's gonna get poked. Hilda's gonna clear faster than Edith, and then he's just gonna leave him in lane. And Edith is gonna be too slow to get into this turtle fight. Unless Edith leaves this. See? Now Hilda's gonna get there faster. He's gonna be able to position himself faster. He's gonna cut one more wave. He's gonna cut one more wave, and then Edith's gonna be forced to back, and then now he has to defend this wave. And now he's gonna be late for a team fight. If he doesn't go to the team fight, this tower gets pushed by these minions. But they're still plating, so it's not that big of a deal. So either Hilda could go for plating, or they're gonna switch maybe? No, they didn't. I thought he was gonna go for plating. They're gonna contest the turtle. So Onic has 2 options actually. So either Onic goes for plating here and get this tower and trade for a turtle, or contest the turtle altogether and go for a whole team fight. In my opinion, to be honest with you, I would have gone for the tower. Just get Suyu to plating and then just delay these guys to get the turtle. That's what I would have done, personally at least. That would have been so much better. But contesting the turtle is also fine since they're ahead of the game. They killed the Edith, couldn't even react to it at all. And now it's a 4v5. But, wait, it was a 50-50 retry and King Kong ended up winning that as well. So now, they keep risking a 50-50 turtle fights, right? Because they're a team fight composition where Sicilian is scaling. And they're losing all of these fights. So that's also a big deal. Like, getting the retry off of the opposing jungler is also a big deal. They should have focused on hero though, like, considering they have a Lucas. Lucas Edith Gatot. But Edward getting caught like really early by Tigreal, it makes it really hard to move around the map, since Pharsa could pretty much burst anyone in the early stage without if you don't have magic resist. So they either build Dreadnought for Suyu or they build, you know, Athena Shield for Pharsa. They have to pick and choose their own poison. If they build Dreadnought, then they're gonna get screwed by Pharsa. If they build Athena's, then they're gonna get destroyed by Suyu. So, like, overall, the balance of physical and magical damage is pretty good with how Onic drafted, right? And I'm not even trying to glaze. Like, I'm not a big fan of this draft at all. Yeah, definitely a draft problem for me, definitely. Because right now the tempo right now is like being controlled by Onic. So let's see what else happens next. The turtle's about to be up in 30. Alright, how are they gonna set up for this? So the bot lane is push, the turtle's up. Let's see what else happens here. Okay, so they have advantage on the bot lane as well. The minions are push. Onic is like setting up for everything like really well. Okay, so this lane is gonna get pressured. They're gonna go for the turtle. They're gonna slow it down. They're gonna dance it. Bruso's gonna go for a pickoff right here. Again on the Edith, and they're just gonna burst him down. He doesn't do anything. He's gonna be forced to ulti out. Gatot's forced to ulti out. Kirk did his job by going for the backline. Lucas was forced to ulti as well. They're gonna go for the poke. Lucas doesn't do anything, right? Now they get a free turtle, and they ended up pushing a little bit of this tower. Now they could punish mid, and they could punish bot. Like, so far, this is looking like old Onic. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is looking like the championship Onic. Not gonna lie. I'm not even trying to gaslight or glaze. They're playing so much better in this series at least, or I don't know if it's just the draft. Mainly because probably it's the draft. Alright, anyways. Yeah, they're gonna get the mid lane tower. They should have gotten the mid lane tower like really earlier. I don't know why they didn't. Because look, they had so much time to get this mid lane tower. I don't know why they didn't go for it. No, what happened? Nope. Damn, Harris could have gotten that for sure. Now they could go bot or contest for blue. Who's gonna get this? Oh, ooh, who got that? I don't know who got it. Suyu got it. So now they could set up for this bot lane. They either go for mid again or set up for this bot lane. I don't know what they're trying to do. Tigrel's gonna go for a play maybe. He doesn't have flicker, so it's gonna be hard to make a play here at mid. But the mid lane tower is kind of low. This is not good for Onic, at least. They could have punished so much better. No joke. They could have punished so much better. They could have gotten this mid, and they could have gotten that bot if they punished the way I imagined it to be. I mean, they're still winning, so it doesn't really matter. But like, these small things are what makes a difference. I get it. They're doing good, but could be better. Always could be better. All right. Let's see here. Mid lane is still not pushed. Why is bot lane not pressured? I was expecting this bot lane to be pressured, but I guess not. Let's see what happens here. Tigreal's gonna go for a play. He's about to get flicker, so he might go for this. Let's see. Alright, so let's see. The Lord is about to be up, so maybe they're setting up for it. They got the mid lane finally. And I don't even know why Onic is forcing mid lane. It's a Sicilian. Sicilian literally stays at mid, and it's hard to teach the mid lane against a Sicilian. Heroes like Sicilian, Saver, Lilia, heroes like that. Really hard to get mid. So like you really need to pressure the side lanes instead of pressuring the mid lane. Okay, do they get a free Lord? Yeah, it's not even contested. It's very one-sided right now. They get a bot lane tower as well. Brusco giving vision, pretty common. Okay. The Lord is top lane. They should get this top lane tower and mid. They get the top lane tower. This is good. Okay, now they have to take the passives off of these towers. And then after taking the passives off, they get the enemy jungle. Okay, no more passive. That's good. Okay. Take the blue buff as well. Take the mid lane and take the blue buff. Oh, they didn't take the blue buff. I guess they don't care. They're gonna go for a top lane. Okay, fine. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Oh, okay. Edith's finally going for an ulti right here, and Renegade going for a counter engage. But I don't think it's enough. They're so underfed. They're 10k behind. So it's kind of hard to make a play and do something like that. Like the best possible thing Aurora could do is defend and just try to get to late game, pretty much. Because Granger is almost like useless if you don't get early game. So see what happens here. They finally got the blue buff. So now all they have to do, all Onic needs to do is just wait for the next Lord. Let's skip through this. Alright, wait for the next Lord. Harris, what happened here? Right up. Oh, so they know that they're here. Onic knows that they're here. There you go, and they went for a play on Edith again. Like, they don't care if it's like... See, this is the problem with Sicilian. You see what I mean? Why are you going to give Harith if you know Harith could dive the Sicilian and you're going to early pick the Sicilian? And exactly what happened, right? Harith just dove you. Without you being able to do anything, since you're in Purify. You're in Purify, so... This guy's dead too. Renegade does not have ulti. For sure dead. For sure dead. Yeah. So now I think they're just gonna end the game and just finish. Let's see here. Yeah, they're just gonna go Lord and just finish the game. Sorry for the background noise. It's kind of loud, but let's see. Yeah, they just end the game here. Anyways, mainly Aurora lost, I think, because of the draft, in my opinion. Definitely could have done better in the draft. With the way they executed it, a little bit better as well for Aurora, I would say. With the understanding of, yeah, they need to force a team fight and stuff like that. They cannot let Tigreal set first. But like losing early game is a big deal with a composition like this. If you're a team fight composition and you lose early game, you're kind of screwed. Edith couldn't do anything. Lucas can't do anything against the Harris. He just sustains all your damage, and it's kind of GG from there. Anyways, yeah. You guys let me know what Onic could have done. What Onic did really well and what Aurora could have done better. Mainly for me, it was the draft, but you can comment down below what you guys think they should have done better. But finally, yeah, Aurora, they got their first loss. I think they're just trying, in my opinion. But again, I don't want to make excuses for them, right? It's still not like like I said earlier, if you haven't secured upper bracket yet, you should not be. You should be trying out heroes like this. I mean, you could try it, but the draft needs to make sense. You know what I mean? Like, I get it, you're trying, but it needs to make sense against like a specific lineup. That you cannot just try it because you want to. You know what I mean? But anyways, Aurora still looks strong either way. Onic is looking like they're gonna be back in their form. Let's see if they keep being consistent as well. Let's see if Aurora is gonna go back to their old self. Maybe it's like a ego check maybe. That they're undefeated. Hopefully their heads don't get big. No, their egos don't get big. Hopefully, right? That might be a case as well. But then again, that's all internal stuff that I cannot predict, right? It's just things that could be happening. It's their first loss. It's not that big of a deal. So they're still secured in playoffs, and they're the first one. They're the first two teams that could possibly get the upper bracket. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to comment your opinions below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.